Witchy Heights, everybody, and I'm here with Ilia Blandina. She is the founder and CEO of Awaken Your Life Power. She and of Transformation Academy, which we'll be learning a little bit about. So, how you doing, Ilia?
Oh, I'm doing great, and I'm so glad that we have met.
You wrote a book called "Give Birth a Chance," right? Because for a large part of your career, you're doing a nurse midwifery.
Yes, yeah, emotional freedom techniques, absolutely,
Right.
and matrix reimprinting, which is how you can actually manifest your goals into the future by clearing the blocks that you have in the present and what is coming up for you from past experience. To begin with, I've always been spiritually led. I've always asked for a higher power to give me a clue as to what to do next. Go around with blinders. However, like everyone else, you hit this wall where it's a fork in the road, and you can actually see it. And you can see it. It's like, okay, wait a minute, which way do I go? And you're not really sure. And at all those points throughout my life, I've always said, okay, God, need your help on this.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, it's not like, oh yeah, go that way. So all those kind of cookie crumbs throughout life. And then it's not what they do, it's how you respond. In 2010, I finally said, okay, really? I'm the one that has to change. Emotional freedom technique, where you acknowledge the problem. You can't, okay, it's the equivalent of if you have a splinter in your finger and you keep touching things or picking things up and it keeps, and you're like, okay, I can't.
Yeah.
And then so now you get the magnifier, the tweezers, the good one, the really good, and you put it, and you're like, oh wait, it's underneath the skin even. So I go in, and then you have to just get that little tiny thing. It's very specific, but it gets rid of that nuisance that keeps you reacting.
That's a great analogy about how, emotions and how they affect you.
And it's all these tiny little splinters.
Exactly. A lot of these things on an everyday basis, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's happening on an everyday basis and we're not aware. And particularly we are conditioned to react to something. A lot of things are going on in the background in our psyche that's really prompting these things. That's why we say here, everything is a mind, body, soul thing. It's connected. You've been able to help women. I think that a lot of what you do is exactly doing that. You help women at different levels. You help them, understand mentally, emotionally what's going on with them. You also help them, spiritually by kind of awakening. And then now you're tapping into the body and building confidence through a line that you have, right? Unique.
Yeah.
About that?
Yes. I'm involved with a cosmetic company, and I was inspired to join Unique because they are a mission-based company that help women who have been sexually abused.
All right.
And they also help prevent the sexual abuse of children through Project Innocence. And
doing your makeup isn't just about the superficiality of it, of looking good, but it's about confidence. It's about building your confidence. It's kind of like self-expression is what I said more than anything, because it's in the inside, this is how I feel. And that's really what beauty is all about. That's why it helps without something as simple as just putting a little bit of blush or just makes you feel more confident. And it's really at the end of the day about that confidence.
Exactly. And I was doing my makeup, and then I finally was like, you know what, I feel better already. And then I realized that all the points that we use for EFT are on your face.
Yes.
Okay, so
very true.
Look I'm touching, and so when I'm doing with the brush and I'm you're with even your hands, you're stimulating all those points. That's why makeup sells.
That's amazing. What a connection. It's so true.
Well, they're acupressure points. They're actually in acupuncture. They are actually endpoints.
And now this makes sense why the fashion and beauty and fashion makes so much well, because you're literally, people that are doing makeup are literally making themselves feel better
just
every day that they apply
it. Yes,
exactly.
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
Because here, when you throw in the mind component, is yeah, you could do all that, and yet you could still hit major blocks, major repetitive negative consequences all the time, because the same negative cycle keeps happening. So that's when you start having to say, okay, what's really going on here?
Together. It's exactly what you said. It's kind of like listening in, right? Tuning in as you go along and saying, this feels right, this doesn't feel right. Let me go down this path, and really trying it all out, right?
Yeah.
So what advice would you have for somebody out there that is trying to do the same, figure out for themselves what kind of path they want to take?
It starts with asking why.
Okay.
Why, to have the courage to actually, instead of blaming others for what's happening to you, actually think about what is happening for me in the same situation.
Right.
Which I totally know
Shift
you
in
understand.
perspective, right? That's a shift in perspective.
A shift in perspective. And that's really, really difficult to do. However, if you can suddenly come to a little, even a little understanding, like, okay, points. Okay, so you have you have a chance to choose. Are you going to continue the same way and keep hitting your head against the wall, keep doing the same thing and expect things to change, which just change how you respond to people? It would make a huge shift on how much change you can actually do.
Right. There is so much value in what you just said right there, because it's really about, one point is that you said it's about the choice. You know, we all have a choice at every instant, every moment. Every moment, every second is a choice about where you want to go and which direction you go. So first is not, it's knowing that you have a choice, then owning that, right? Taking back that power, and saying, I choose this. I'm not being led, blindly somewhere. I'm choosing to go that way, and really owning that. And then, is that last part where it's, trusting and taking that leap and going that route, and knowing that if you want change, then you have to choose different, right? So it's things that you can use, because again, like you're saying, at the root of it is these techniques that you could use for your life and breaking through in your life.
Totally. And that's the goal. And that's the complete goal of emotional freedom techniques, is not that you're not going to be connected with a practitioner, a coach, at the hip forever.
Right.
You're actually learning tools that you can apply on a daily basis.
Right. And we'll be seeing some of that Transformation Academy through awakenyourlifepower.com and everywhere else that you can find Ilia. Again, everything is about utilizing tools to really push and propel you forward, propel you to, like Ilia has been saying, unblock those issues that you may have holding you back from really being who you are, walking in your path, as I say, and walking in your purpose. So look out, outsource, as I say, every resource that we have in order to build ourselves up, strengthen ourselves so we could go out there. So as Reaching Heights says, together we rise. Never forget that. And be sure to check out Ilia Blandina and all the handles that you see there. And stay tuned, and be sure to be you and fulfill your dreams. Know that you have the power to do so, and do that.